The couple that yogas together stays together. Hashtag perfect.
True romance vibes.
Hashtag perfect. Perfect.
Ingrid Goes West is a debut feature directed by Matt Spicer, who also co-wrote the film with David Branson Smith. The film follows the eponymous Ingrid, played by Aubrey Plaza, a dangerously obsessive young woman who takes the meaning of following to a literal level. After an incident in her hometown, Ingrid leaves for sunny California seeking out her latest social media idol, Instagram star Taylor, played by Elizabeth Olsen. The premise may seem fairly run-of-the-mill, but the film manages to subvert expectations, being at times shocking and moving, with a deeply funny and satirical tone throughout. The actors are perfectly cast. Aubrey Plaza's star turn finds her shaken off her hilarious Parks and Recreation persona April, and becoming a new iconic character with Ingrid, who is disturbing, darkly funny, and even sympathetic. The supporting actors are equally excellent and perfectly cast. Elizabeth Olsen continues her run of good form after this year's brilliant Wind River, with a completely different role as the deeply superficial and inoffensive Instagram celebrity, which she plays very well. Fans of Straight Outta Compton, or even just Ice Cube for that matter, will recognise O'Shea Jackson Jr., who, after his stand-up performance in the NWA biopic, proves that he's so much more than an imitator of his father and has some real comedic chops, whilst also being a charismatic screen presence as Ingrid's landlord Dan. Other smaller roles are filled out with up-and-comer Wyatt Russell, who audience members may remember from Richard Linklater's Everybody Wants Some, or more recently an episode of Black Mirror Season 3. Russell plays his part as Taylor's husband well, adding depth to what may just seem a simple hipster caricature at first glance. Likewise, Billy Magnuson is brilliantly unpredictable and abrasive as Taylor's brother Nicky, who proves to be a major obstacle to Ingrid's plans later in the film. I was strongly reminded of Dan Gilroy's terrific Nightcrawler from 2014 in the way the film dealt with media obsession, and the two would make a fitting double bill. Plaza's Ingrid is played to similarly unhinged and unnerving effect as Jake Gyllenhaal's creepy cameraman in the way she pursues her ideal life personified by the seemingly flawless Taylor. As with Nightcrawler, Ingrid has no qualms about resorting to violence, which makes her a fascinating protagonist. Similarly with Sofia Coppola's Bling Ring from 2013, which dealt with celebrity-obsessed teens who robbed their idols' houses, Ingrid Goes West delves into the dangers of social media and personality worship. Where this film succeeds, that Coppola's Bling Ring faltered, however, is that every character, no matter how superficial or unlikable, is well-rounded and interesting, bypassing caricature to reveal human depth beneath. The film is hilarious, oftentimes uncomfortably so. With precise direction and fantastic screenplay, which won an award at this year's Sundance Film Festival, Ingrid Goes West has a lot to say about our obsessions with social media and our smartphones, brilliantly commentating on our often shallow and faux sincere culture to devastating effect. There's a lot to unwrap and analyse in Spicer and Smith's tightly written script. Everything happens for a reason, and side characters complement the overall theme in clever and fascinating ways. An example being the parallel between Ingrid and Dan, who has obsessions of his own, albeit of a more innocent nature. The film is a cautionary tale, a gripping drama, and a very effective comedy. On the technical side of things, the direction is effortlessly cool, and with a flair befitting the subject matter of instant social media gratification. Spicer blends visual gags and rhythmic cuts with appropriate long takes when required. The tone is never jarring. From an attention-grabbing opening to the pitch-perfect ending, there is rarely a dull moment. So, in conclusion, like its well-written characters, the film is much more than it appears at first glance, and treats its subject with empathy and depth rather than stopping short as purely a method of mocking our internet-obsessed lives. Ingrid Goes West is an absolute must-watch, and I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 stars.